What do you think are the best crypto investments in the space today? Seriously, what do you think? My name is Aaron. This is Altcoin Daily. In this video, we will go over altcoins I would pick up if and when we get a dip. What 10x altcoins would you buy on a dip? First and foremost, do not count Ethereum out. With Ethereum's strong community and growing ecosystem, it's really no surprise that many consider it the best investment of the decade. I tweeted this. Make sure you follow us on our Twitter, altcoindailyio. Ethereum has never been stronger, in my opinion, fundamentally speaking, and here's why. Ethereum smart contract deployment, people building on ETH, jumped almost 300% in 365 days. When it comes to Ethereum's supply versus demand dynamics, $4.6 billion worth of Ethereum, 4.6 billion supply gone, up in flames, burnt since EIP 1559 first took shape. This is because of Ethereum's growing dApp ecosystem, NFTs, DeFi, in particular OpenSea and Uniswap, fueling the fire of ETH burning. Take a look at your screen right now. Ethereum's back in deflationary territory. Did you realize? Fundamentals have never been stronger, even in the midst of a bear market. Do you really want to know what's going to drive Ethereum mass adoption in the next year or so? Sign in with Ethereum is a game changer for user choice on the internet. Sign in with Ethereum is the game changer for this next year or so. Instead of submitting to big login, users can now log in using the same keys, controlling their blockchain accounts without an intermediary. Let's let the ETH bulls at Bankless explain to you what a game changer this is.
Sign in with Ethereum. It is something I'm bullish on, and it's something that I think is also going to be very, very helpful with putting Ethereum on the map when it comes to mainstream adoption. Sign in with Facebook, sign in with Google, or sign in with your private keys, which you minted yourself and you control. And being able to log into a website without having to do email and password and other identities, I think is going to be a big catalyst for just people accepting Ethereum into their lives. As there's a higher fidelity relationship between your Ethereum address and your identity because of the POAPs you collected or the attestations that you have or the things that you have done, your Ethereum address can represent more and more about you that you control. As Ethereum identity grows, sign in with Ethereum also becomes more useful.
Beyond that, Ethereum just hit 500,000 validators, as in stakers, ahead of a big upgrade, the Shanghai upgrade. Ethereum validators will soon be able to withdraw their earnings from staking after the upcoming Shanghai network update. This validator milestone comes as Ethereum's core developers look to implement the so-called Shanghai upgrade scheduled for sometime in March. After this update, validators will finally be able to withdraw their staked ETH and rewards earned from having staked thus far. The Shanghai upgrade, in terms of price, will it be an event or a non-event? How should we be thinking about the Ethereum Shanghai upgrade? How will things change when Ethereum Shanghai upgrade ships? Brian Mosoff, Ether Capital CEO.
I think in terms of price, it may be an event, it may be a non-event. I always take a long-term view. I think it's important in that there's a lot of idle ETH that wants to stake, that watched the Beacon chain go live a number of years ago, and then the merge get delayed. And so they didn't want to have that lack of liquidity, so they decided to sit on the sidelines. And that still may be the case. We may be hearing that it's going to happen in Q1 this year, the ability to withdraw your staked Ether. When it finally does happen, though, I would imagine that more people will want to stake their ETH if they're sitting on it and not looking to trade it or move it into some other lending protocol. It'll be the beginning, I think, for anyone who wants to create a structured product and wants to bring that to market. This is one of the hurdles. Regulators are going to be curious, how do you get liquidity, whether it's daily or with redemptions? And right now people are looking at derivatives of staked Ether, liquid staked Ether tokens. I don't love those. Personally, I think it just creates more leverage in the system. So I think that the Shanghai upgrade further proves that this community, this developer set can deliver these big technical milestones, much to the chagrin maybe of the Bitcoin community who says it'll never ship, it'll never happen. And so it's great. It's just further proof that this protocol is going to continue to upgrade itself and be the leader of the smart contract platform set of blockchains.
By the way, subscribe to our channel, Altcoin Daily, turn notifications on so you can be the first to see our daily videos on a daily basis, keeping you in tune with everything going on in crypto. Reminder, Ethereum is the king of alts. There's a lot going on with Ethereum. That's why I spend time on it. But when Ethereum is weak versus Bitcoin, most other alts will follow. So on a dip, these are the altcoins, for me personally, I would buy. L2s are amazing businesses. I'm bullish on Ethereum's L2 ecosystem. Arbitrum made $4.6 million worth of profit in 2022. Optimism made $3.3 million worth of profit in 2022. I like these coins. I like Polygon, and certainly I'm not the only one. Forbes talking about Polygon. They praise the team's work. They praise the protocol's technology.
What are some of the names? We don't recommend any investments here, but are there particular companies that are emerging or particular solutions that are most enthusiastically embraced?
I will say that there's a name that I'm seeing frequently mentioned in the headlines right now, Polygon. Polygon seems to have a really winning combination of technology and team. And we're seeing them not only getting some pretty impressive contracts, but providing some really new functionality that is getting
what do they do?
Early adopters. So they're helping companies build with blockchain. They're one of these companies that are sort of integrating some of the functionality that is common amongst all institutions into the software layer itself. And they're kind of shortening the time to create new applications by integrating it into the blockchain itself. So this is what I'm talking about, where the layer 2 stuff is frequently just the next step towards actual tools. The applications themselves are being built on top of these layer 2 solutions. So you're seeing institutions, both old institutions from the pre-blockchain world and newer institutions that are crypto native, as we've been saying, that are building tools directly on Polygon.
Polkadot, kind of a dark horse in the L1 space. However, it's interoperable, which is why I like it. And they just had a big upgrade. Polkadot enhances its cross-chain ability between blockchains. Polkadot has released a version 3 of its cross-chain messaging format, Cross-Consensus Messaging, XCM, which enhances interoperability between different blockchains in its ecosystem. The code for the update has been successfully merged into the master branch of the Polkadot repository on GitHub. With XCM version 3 in place, the ability to move assets across different blockchains within Polkadot has been enhanced. This will apply for both regular tokens and NFTs. On top of that, we talked about validators earlier. The number of validators on Polkadot's mainnet increased throughout 2022, helping Polkadot achieve improvements in decentralization and security. Nakamoto coefficient, measuring the minimum threshold required to break the blockchain, puts Polkadot well clear of other projects. I'll throw Avalanche in there. Avalanche doing cool stuff. You can send Bitcoin to people on Avalanche within 1 second. There are no capacity limits. If you have it, your recipient can receive it immediately. Again, this is Bitcoin on Avalanche. No failures, and you can use your Bitcoin as collateral and borrow against it without selling. Pretty cool. Check out Avalanche. Take 2 seconds, comment one altcoin that you would add to today's list. Subscribe to our channel, Altcoin Daily, for daily crypto coverage. Turn notifications on so you can be the first to be updated and watch our videos when we release them. Honorable mention coin for today's list, XRP. The XRP lawsuit could settle in the first half of 2023. If and when this happens, I think it'll be a good short to midterm play.
get a check-in on what's going on with that lawsuit with the SEC and Ripple. Are you nearing an end potentially? Are you planning to settle with the SEC?
Well, we have always said that we would love to settle, but it requires one very, very, very important thing, and that is that on a go-forward basis, it's clear that XRP is not a security. The SEC and Gary Gensler has very outwardly said he views almost all crypto as a security, and so that leaves very little space in a Venn diagram for settlement. The case is now fully briefed in front of the judge, and judges take however long